The siren song of the sea beckons to me. Today, we go to the island, Cijin Island. Today headed to Cijin Island. Today we're headed to Cijin Island, and for some reason it's spelled like Cijin, and it's because they used to use Tongyong in Taiwan. It's like the romanization of the Chinese, and so I don't know why, because it looks nothing the way like it sounds. It's Cijin, but yeah, we'll check it out. Lots of things in Taiwan, it's not very standard because they use like Wade Giles, Tongyong, Pinyin, and sometimes they just make up the spellings. So even like the city is Kaohsiung, but it looks like Kaohsiung, Kaohsiung. Pretty tricky, but we'll go there today. Really cool place. Check it out.
以及行动不便的旅客先行上下车。
Gotta go take the ferry. Headed to the lighthouse. It was built in 1863 under the Qing dynasty. They opened the harbor up for trade, and then because of more ships they needed more navigation protection, so they built the lighthouse. And then it was rebuilt in 1916 under Japanese rule, and that's what it looks like today. I think you can see it up there. Quite the climb. I don't remember the amount, but I think it's like either 25,000 or like 40,000 people live on this little island. And it was started in the 17th century when a fisherman landed here trying to escape a typhoon. Then he was safe from the typhoon, so then one day he returned and he brought back an idol of the sea goddess Matsu. And it was in like a thatched little temple. And then the town here just slowly grew around that temple. And I don't know if it's still here, but I looked, and quite a few of the temples here are for the goddess Matsu. I think like the two most famous ones. Lighthouse. Let's go see what's inside. A little telescope. Writing stone. No idea. Over here we got the beach. Doesn't look like anyone's there right now. I don't know, maybe it's just too cold. This is the island, Cijin Island. We have Bawu Dalo. It's like second tallest building in Taiwan, and I think it was the first highest till Taipei 101. Got Gaoliao. It's like a music festival. And this is the ferry I rode, and you just ride it from over here to here, and maybe took 5 minutes, not very long. The lighthouse, simply called Kaohsiung Dengta, Kaohsiung Lighthouse. Pretty easy. Down here we got like some sort of jazz cafe, coffee. Young couple, young love. This is where I came from. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this way to the fort. I wasn't sure if I had to go down and then go, but I think I can just go straight from the lighthouse. I came here once before when I was really tired, and I think it was summertime. And I was like, oh, it's gonna be a nice relaxing day, see a little lighthouse. And I forgot that, or I never really thought about it, you know, lighthouses are always at like the top of a mountain, Kaohsiung. And I was exhausted, but it's honestly not that bad. You know, maybe takes 10 minutes to walk from the ferry to get to the lighthouse. Yeah, this fort, I don't know how interesting it is for a normal person unless you're really interested in like Taiwanese history and you know about like the Japanese colonial rule. You know, I'm really interested in those things, but it's kind of hard to understand, I think, unless you have more context. So here we go. Here's some of the ruins, and then there's more over here. A little warning sign. Maybe just dangerous, I guess, from all this wood falling and trees. So this fort, we're not quite there yet, but we're starting to see some of the ruins. See, like in Taiwan, it used to be run by the Qing dynasty, like the Manchus, and that's like far northeast China, Dongbei, you know, like Beijing and that area, and then north all the way to like Harbin. And you know, so it all used to be part of like the Qing dynasty, the empire. And so I guess they built some fortifications here to protect trade routes and whatnot. And then over time, from like I think 1895 to 1945, it became a part of Japan. And a lot of what we're seeing now, I think was built some by the Japanese. And in 1895, there was a battle at the fort we're about to see, and 4 Chinese Qing dynasty people died defending the fort, no Japanese people. Pretty cool. So here we are, we're at the fort. Fort, bunch of rooms, some stuff over here. There's that college again. And then when I came here last time, it was sunset, and there's a bunch of people here filming like time lapses, because it's a pretty cool view right here. And I guess during sunset, like the waves a little bit more intense. The Taiwan Strait, you probably can't see it, but there's so many boats far out there, huge boats. Cool tree, little courtyard, some rooms. I don't think you can go in, I think they're all locked. Walk around. The beach, literally no one here. Maybe 10 people, rough estimate. You know, it's a lot of people in Asia, they can't swim very well, which I think a lot of people don't know. Because in the US, you know, you have so many swimming pools and rivers and ponds. But in Asia, you know, lots of people just live in big cities, so they never really learn as kids. No need to. Yeah, when I was at the beach in summertime, there was lots more people, and they built these giant sand castle statues here, which is pretty cool. And then up in the middle is, I think it's called like Sunset Bar, and I think it's probably most famous like Kaohsiung foreigner bar. Like lots of foreigners there. I've never been. Just imagine one day you're here, just a humble Qing dynasty soldier, 1895, you're just sitting there, you know, sipping your tea, and all of a sudden the Japanese show up, just start blasting you, you know, and you just see 4 people down, and you know, they take the fort, take the island. What a shame. History, so crazy. Just a little over 100 years ago. Let's go see if any of these doors are open. No, all locked. Can't see anything. Maybe just like old tables, junk. Yeah, all locked up. Just tables. So you'll see lots of people in Taiwan, they use the umbrellas because it's not like a beauty standard. It's not good to be dark. I think it's the same in a lot of countries like Japan, Korea, Taiwan, you know, a lot of places. Pretty interesting. Even though like you go to a beach or you go to these places, you know, everyone's completely covered up. The tunnel, Suidao. Let's check it out. Got some dolphins, some whales, orca. The pier. I guess you can't go. Gated off. Tunnel of Stars. Time for a little nap. Cijin. It's supposed to be black sand beach. Doesn't look very black. Here we go, Sunset Bar. Foreigner Haven. Got some volleyball nets. I used to tear it up at Sonic back in the day. Luckily no one's out there right now. I'd show them. I'm guessing this is like a Matsu temple, the sea goddess. That's what I was talking about, where the guy landed here and he brought back the idol. But it could be anything. I don't know. There's so many different temples, so many different gods and goddesses. But it looks like there's a woman statue, so I'm guessing Matsu. Right out here we have some foreign women taking some pictures of their butts out by the ocean. Very typical Western behavior. That's all you needed to see to know, yeah, they're probably foreign, probably not Taiwanese. People here I think are much more conservative usually. Camera died. Was pretty much done though. The only place I went was a little bit further. I went to this place called Rainbow Church. Not a church. It's just like a big frame and you can take a picture in it and see the ocean. There's another frame next to it. Take your girlfriend there, take your friend there, take whoever there. I don't know what you do. And maybe it's 15-minute walk from when you first start out and you get to the beach. Yeah, cool place. I think probably one of the best day trips you could go to in Kaohsiung. There's also lots of seafood there. That's probably the best place to get seafood. And yeah, if you're ever here, go check it out.